two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Auburn's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down and wants more.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Rasmussen. Finds his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there.
There he goes. Picks up enough to get the 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Best. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Florida's offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing. and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He wants to take the top off and trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Gators will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Just has a knack of hiding that crease and gets it down to the 41. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. He'll pull it on the read. Inside the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Using the quick game. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Red pass, it's complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that right receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Second and goal for the offense. Go straight ahead. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Throwing right. Makes a connection. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Catch in the middle. It's Hendricks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Southern Miss. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Rasmussen. Rushes on him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense working from the pistol. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. play action on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Rasmussen. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Great place to start for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. To the air on first down. It's on target and complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll immediately call timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back looking for room. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Rasmussen. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here's a heat. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, that is Picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's best. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaches.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Hendricks. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Florida Atlantic has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 24 to FIU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They go to the draw. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Rasmussen. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the ball's out. Who's going to get it? Offense scoops it up and still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Fires to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your...
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
All right, back-to-back shots by the offense. Staying aggressive, foot on the pedal. They had a big completion the previous play, so they try to take another one, but give the defense credit, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Past the 30. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Rasmussen. Finds his tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into...
Touchdown, Auburn! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Best. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here on 3rd down. It's a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Defense backed up, and this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touchdown Gators! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Rasmussen. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Pressure coming. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.